Did you know that right now, as you're watching this, your body is running this incredible built-in cleanup program? It's called Autophagy, and you can think of it as your own personal secret crew of cellular janitors. So today, we're going to figure out exactly how to put that crew to work. And we're going to start with this idea from Dr. Pradeep Jamnadas, because honestly, it's a total game changer. It completely flips the script. See, we always think about what we need to take away or restrict, but what if it's more about what we can add, what we can do to actively turn on this amazing healing process? Okay, so what is this thing, autophagy? Well, the word literally means self-eating. I know, that sounds a little intense, but trust me, it's a fantastic thing. It's basically your body's internal cleanup crew. It goes around, finds old, junky, or broken parts inside your cells, and then it recycles them. It either uses them for energy or to build brand new, healthier parts. It is the ultimate cellular declutter. Now, to really get how we can put this cleanup crew to work, first we need to understand the signals. What tells them to get started? And, just as important, what tells them to, take a coffee break? It really is all about the signals. And this right here perfectly explains it. Your body is basically in this constant tug-of-war between two main modes. Think of it like a light switch. When you eat, especially proteins and carbs, you flip the mTOR switch on. That's your growth and building mode. But here's the catch. That automatically flips the AMPK switch off, and that's a signal for autophagy, the cleanup and recycling mode. The big takeaway here, they can't both be on at the same time. When one is high, the other is low.
All right, so let's start with the most famous way to kickstart autophagy, fasting. Most of us have heard about it, right? But what's really cool is that experts like Thomas DeLauer are showing us that it's not just if you fast, but how you fast that matters. We can actually make it way more effective.
So here are two really smart ways to level up your fast. First, you know that hungry feeling? Don't just ignore it. That feeling is driven by a hormone that is a powerful signal for autophagy. So if you do some light exercise right when you feel that hunger, you can actually amplify the cleanup effect. And second, this one is so counterintuitive. If fasting gets too easy and you never get hungry, it means your body's gotten used to it. The signal is weaker. So taking a break for a few days actually resets that hunger signal, making your next fast way more powerful. So this leads to a super important question, right? Fasting is an amazing tool. There's no doubt about it. But is it the only tool we have? What about people who just can't fit it into their lives or frankly, just don't want to? And here's the fantastic news. The answer is a huge, resounding no. The science is really clear on this. You do not have to fast to get these benefits. There's a whole world of other strategies you can use, a whole toolkit to activate this cleanup process. And some of them, well, they're surprisingly easy. So let's dive into that activation toolkit. We're going to start with your diet, because it turns out you can actually eat specific foods that mimic the effects of fasting. They can get that cleanup crew working, all without you having to skip a single meal.
This list is just awesome. What researchers are finding is that special compounds in these foods, called polyphenols, can directly mess with those switches we just talked about. The EGCG in green tea, for example, basically tells your liver and brain cells to start cleaning. The compounds in coffee, and get this, even decaf, help turn down that mTOR growth signal. And what's amazing about curcumin from turmeric is that it can turn on the cleanup pathway even when there's food in your system. How cool is that?
Okay, so diet is huge. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. Your daily habits, the way you move your body, how you deal with temperature, even how you use light, these can be incredibly powerful triggers for this very same cellular renewal process. Exercise, of course, is a proven activator. Just a simple brisk walk, where you could still hold a conversation, that's called Zone 2 cardio. That gentle energy demand is a signal for your cells to start cleaning house. And high-intensity training works too. Over the long haul, it actually teaches your cells to become tougher and more efficient at using autophagy to repair themselves. Now this is where things get really fascinating. Gently stressing your body with temperature is a direct command to start repairing. So heat from a sauna or a hot bath activates this specialized repair crew inside your cells called heat shock proteins. And on the flip side, even a short 30-second blast of cold water can activate a similar crew called cold shock proteins. Both are these mild, beneficial stresses that basically tell your body, hey, time to clean up and get stronger. And here's a method that's really gaining a lot of ground in the research: red light therapy. It uses these very specific wavelengths of light to directly charge up your mitochondria, the little power plants inside every one of your cells. And when your mitochondria are working better and more efficiently, it helps kickstart all sorts of repair processes, including our good friend, autophagy.
Okay, so we've got diet and we've got lifestyle habits, but there's one final piece to this puzzle. And honestly, it's so often overlooked, but it might just be the most fundamental piece of the entire thing.
I'm talking about sleep. I know, we hear about it all the time, but for autophagy, deep, high-quality sleep is absolutely non-negotiable. This is prime time for your body's repair mode, and for your brain, it's even more critical. Deep sleep is literally like running the dishwasher for your brain. It's when a unique cleanup system gets in there and clears out all the metabolic junk and toxic proteins that build up while you're awake. If you skimp on sleep, that cleanup job it doesn't get done.
And this right here, this is where it all comes together beautifully. Your mind has a direct physical impact on your cells. Think about it. Chronic stress floods your body with the hormone cortisol, which basically slams the brakes on repair. It keeps you stuck in survival mode. But in total contrast, a calm mind, whether that's from meditation or even just practicing gratitude, has been shown in studies to lower inflammation and activate these exact same repair pathways.
So let's just pull this all together. As you can see from this cheat sheet, you have an entire toolkit. This isn't about finding one magic bullet. It's about combining these small, simple activators, whether it's taking a walk when you feel hungry, adding turmeric to your dinner, enjoying a hot bath, or just really prioritizing your sleep. Each one is a signal. Each one gently nudges your body back towards renewal.
So, there you have it. You don't always need deprivation, you need activation. Your body already has this incredible innate wisdom to heal and clean itself from the inside out. All it's waiting for are the right signals from you. So the real question is, what's the first signal you're going to send it today?